Hello, and welcome to the May 2024 Real Estate Market Update brought to you by the Reby Homes team. We're approaching the halfway point in 2024, and it's safe to say that the real estate market remains stubborn. So let's take a look at where we are nationally with a focus on inventory and home prices. Here's a look at the average year-over-year appreciation rate from February last year to February this year, according to FHFA, CoreLogic, and Case-Shiller. FHFA was at 7%, CoreLogic at 5.5%, and Case-Shiller at 6.4%. That makes an average of 6.3% year over year. To put that into perspective, if you purchased a $500,000 home in February of last year, your equity would have grown by roughly $31,500 in just 1 year. Of course, this is a national average, so it's not the case in every state, city, and zip code. However, if we look at the top 20 cities, we can see all of them had positive appreciation, with many being near 7 and 8%. As for home price forecasts, and keep in mind these predictions change almost monthly, the remainder of the year is expected to have an average of 3.1% appreciation, with Goldman Sachs on the high end predicting 5% and Freddie Mac on the low end predicting 0.5%. And moving on to inventory, we're up almost 36% year over year, which is great for buyers that are out looking. However, we're still down when compared to pre-pandemic inventory rates. Nationally, the historical average is roughly 1.1 million available listings. As of today, we are just under 735,000. This is an improvement from the 562,000 last year, but we still have a ways to go. Here's a different look comparing inventory levels dating back to 2017, clearly up from 2021, 2022, and 2023, but still well below 2017 through 2020. As a whole, inventory is up about 30%, with only 2 states being under 15%. New listings coming to the market are rising, however, they're also below pre-pandemic levels. That increase can be largely attributed to an increase in completed new construction units. We can see here that 1 in 3 homes are new construction, and the number of completed units has been rising year after year. However, this shouldn't be a concern when it comes to an oversupply of inventory, as we're still far below where we were in the years leading up to the '08 housing crash. We're still seeing more demand than we are supply, despite having record high interest rates. And now onto our local market here in the Phoenix metro area. Starting with our inventory in Maricopa County, we're currently sitting at 13,527 active listings. This is a 27% increase from this time last year, so we're right on par with the national average around 30%. We've also been seeing positive month-over-month increases since January, so we're moving in the right direction. As for home prices in Maricopa County, year-over-year appreciation is calculated by taking a number of factors into account. One of those factors being price per square foot. Homes under $2 million increased in price per square foot by about 6% in the last 12 months. May of 2023 was $270 a square foot, and May of this year is at $286 a square foot. Another factor is monthly average sales price, which jumped about 7% over the last 12 months, going from $571,000 in May of 2023 to $612,000 this month. 18% of closed listings in April under $2 million closed above list price, which is slightly above the historical averages ranging between 14 and 17% of listings. Homes in the $300,000 to $500,000 price point are seeing the majority of those over ask offers, with the average amount being $5,000 above list price. 43% of all April closings had seller concessions, with the average amount being $9,100. Pre-pandemic, that percentage was an average of 30 to 35%, so this signals sellers are willing to contribute to buyers' closing costs in order to offset the high interest rates, and that is very positive news for buyers. Rental prices have stayed the same year over year, with an average lease price of $21.95 a month. Q4 of 2019 began the steep spike in rent increases, and finally, Q1 of 2022 slowed significantly. Since January of 2022, there's been a steady fluctuation, with an average lease price remaining between $2,000 and $2,200 a month. If we look at month-over-month increases, we can see a trend that is historically prevalent, which is lease prices peaking in the summer, dropping after the holidays and into the new year, and then slowly picking back up again into the spring and summer. And to end this month's market update, let's take a look at the state of mortgage rates. As we know, mortgage rates are influenced by a number of different factors, with inflation being a large component. If we continue to see inflation decelerate, the economy slow, and unemployment rise, and couple that with geopolitical uncertainty, that could cause lower mortgage rates. However, incoming data regarding the strength of the economy and stubbornly high inflation resulted in a shift in the timing of the first rate cut. There's still an expectation that a cut will happen this year, just not as soon or as far as previously predicted. According to the CME Group, there's a 69.6% chance that the Fed cuts rates at their September meeting. This percentage changes weekly, and although it is down from an 89% probability from April 1st, it's up from 45.9% just April 30th. And last, Fannie Mae, MBA, and NAR are predicting that rates will be in the mid sixes by Q4 of this year, with an average of 6.43%. So let's hope for some good news in next month's job and inflation reports. Until then, if you have any questions or want to see specific data in your area, please don't hesitate to reach out. We're here to help. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in June.